Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kimmy, and on this channel I share my climbing adventures with you, including my workouts and travels to different climbing destinations here in Switzerland. Today I will be talking about bouldering outdoors and the essential gears that I always bring along with me to the crags. I will also share some of my thoughts why I chose these gears, and I hope that at the end of this video you'll have an idea which gears you'll need to get you started with bouldering outdoors. So before you go on your trip, make sure you have these essential bouldering gears with you. The first thing you'll need is a guidebook. Purchasing a guidebook is so important because it serves as a map to know where the boulder problems that you are planning to climb are located. And it contains all the information I need to know about a certain bouldering area that I'm visiting. You can either get a guidebook or an app like 27 Crags. I personally prefer using guidebooks so I don't have to worry about running out of batteries or having problems with my internet signal when I'm at the crags. Plus, I love to put marks on every boulder problem I climb that day and make my personal notes directly on the book. The next one is a crash pad. This is probably the most important gear that you must have before bouldering outdoors, especially because there are no soft landings where these boulders are located. There are plenty of crash pad brands to choose from. I personally have a Snap Rebound Dietrich Limited Edition. I bought it first of all because of its beautiful design. Secondly, because of its size and weight. It is perfect for my height and it is light. Also comes with a mat that I use to clean the soles of my shoes before climbing. Albi has a bigger one from Mammut called Cresciano Pad. The Mammut logo serves as the part for cleaning the shoes. This one is nice because it has a hip belt and a pocket to put some stuff like the guidebook or a bottle of water. He also used this contraption to put his backpack on so he doesn't have to carry it in front of his chest like I do. Another important gear to have is shoes, of course. Just like crash pads, there's a wide range of climbing shoes out there, and it's not always easy to find the best one that can support all your climbing needs. But if it's your first time bouldering outdoors, I'd recommend bringing the shoes that fits and hugs your entire feet without feeling any pain or discomfort, because you'll probably spend an entire day at the crags. So wearing a comfortable pair of shoes is highly recommended. Personally, I bring two kinds of climbing shoes with me. I have a flat one and a downturned one. I'm using my Scarpa Force 5 for climbing mostly on slabs because it's flat and easier to bend. Then, if I need a shoe that can perform well on small edges or for toe hooking or hill hooking, I use my Scarpa Instinct VS. It's not really necessary to bring two or more shoes. As long as you have a good one that supports your current climbing needs, then that would do just fine. Eventually, as you progress in climbing, you'll know exactly which additional one to get for your advanced needs. Unless you don't sweat, you'll most likely need a chalk. Chalks are made of magnesium carbonate, which keeps our hands dry and improve our grip while climbing. And they come in different forms: powder, blocks, balls, or liquid. Except for liquid chalk, you can put all of these inside a chalk bag. You can choose between a simple bag which you can clip around your waist or a chalk bucket, which stays sitting on the ground. An important feature I look for a chalk bag is the pocket. I like a bag that has a huge pocket where I can put some of my stuff like my phone and athletic tape. Most of the chalk bags come with a brush holder, which brings us to the next item on my list, the brush. Brushes are for removing excess chalks on the rocks as well as some tick marks that some climbers may have forgotten to remove. Again, there are a wide range of brands to choose from. They also come in different colors and designs. But only use a brush with soft bristles so it won't destroy the surface of the rocks. Quickly, give me a thumbs up if you're getting value from the videos so far, and also consider subscribing if you aren't yet. Moving on to the next item, which is an athletic tape. This is something helpful to keep your skin in a good condition while climbing outdoors. Since most rock surfaces can be very harsh, especially on our fingers, then using an athletic tape can serve as an extra layer to protect our skin. I use it mostly to wrap around my wrist since it also acts as a support to weak or injured joints. Just make sure that you buy the white colored tape and the non-stretchy kind. Speaking of injuries, the next item that I always have with me every time I go bouldering outdoors is a first aid kit. Just make sure that you have the most basic stuff inside to stop possible bleeding like band-aids, gauze, tape, disinfectant to clean wounds, and wet wipes. Nothing too fancy. When bouldering outdoors, especially here in Switzerland where the weather can be unpredictable sometimes and where it is cold most time of the year, make sure to wear proper clothing. Since most bouldering areas here in Switzerland are covered by tall bushy trees which mostly block out any warmth coming from the sun, it can get really cold. So I always bring a light but warm jacket with me and a beanie to keep the warmth in my body while climbing. During summer season, just like now, it can also be very warm here, so wearing shorts and tank tops are the best option. These are my favorite climbing shorts and pants from Looking for Wild. It has a nice fit and I can move comfortably in them. The material is very durable. I've never seen any scratch or tears on them even though I use them all the time. So that's one of the most important things you should also keep in mind when choosing what clothes to wear outdoors. It's either you wear anything you have that you don't mind getting holes or tears, or invest in a durable outfit just like these. I am not sponsored by Looking for Wild, I just genuinely love these products, so I'm sharing them with you. The next item that you should never ever forget to bring are snacks and drinks. Make sure that you refuel your body well while climbing outdoors. There's probably no nearby stores where you can get food supplies, so pack up all the energy boosting snacks you can think, especially water. Albie and I even invested on a jet boil so we could eat a hot meal and drink a hot cup of tea right there and then. The last item that I believe is an essential gear to bring as well is a head torch or headlamp. Even though you're not planning on bouldering at night, I still find it very important to always bring along your headlamp with you. Sometimes we are so focused on climbing and sending our projects that we lost track of time. 1 minute the sun is still up, then the next one it's gone. It's not easy to navigate your way out of the woods when it's too dark. So packing a fully charged headlamp could be a lifesaver. And of course, all of these items, except for crash pads, must be packed inside a backpack. Pick a backpack big enough to store all of these essential gears inside. Maybe not too big, so you won't be tempted to put too much stuff that you don't even need. Remember, to access these bouldering areas, we need to hike at least for several minutes. I'm sure you don't want to be too exhausted before you could even start your bouldering session, right? This is my go-to backpack for bouldering and sport climbing. I love it because it's pink. It matches my overall color theme. I chose it also because of its perfect size. Inside there is a divider and a mesh pocket. It also has plenty of hooks in front where I can hang an extra carabiner or anything that I want to access immediately. Well, that's all I have for you today. These are the things that I use and always bring along with me whenever I go bouldering outside. I hope this helps and that you got some value out of it. All of the links to the gears that I showed here are in the description box below in case you want to know more about the products. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks again for watching. Till next time, keep climbing, keep adventuring, and I'll see you on my next climb. Tschüss!